What is up, people? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Of course, let's go ahead and smash the likes up on the video for an insane week in the Champions League. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Of course, thanks for being here and let us know what you think about all the action in the comments below. And of course, the only place to start. Lewis, what happened in Paris? Woof.
The thing about it is that I got the chance to watch that game, and I'm being honest. I think I mentioned this to you before. Whenever they had like Gundogan started on the weekend, I think it was the weekend game, and I was like, well, it's safer to have him start to sub him off than to bring him on and do what he has done every time he's been subbed on. And I mean, basically, the lineup was the lineup that I thought they would run, and PSG got several chances. Everybody was looking real shaky because I guess it was their Super Bowl or whatever, since they did celebrate like that at the end. Fair enough, they won. And
they gained like 3 spots in the table. That's it.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is because I have the funny math for it. I don't know if my math is right. That's why I call it funny math. But, PSG had several chances where they could have scored and they missed. City looked apprehensive. They looked like they had no control in the midfield, which has been normal for the last 2 months. And then, they came back from half because they were lucky to not be down. But, it was offside. Yeah, small offside, but he was offsides for that. And, they were lucky not to be down. They make the change because Savinho wasn't up to anything, which I've been saying, like, he doesn't produce much, and he didn't produce anything. Grealish came on, and Grealish did what he needed to do, and Haaland did what he needed to do.
Great finish.
Yeah, and they both did what they needed to do, and then they proceeded to play like they were last year's team by pressing and taking chances, and where you could see clearly, if you paid attention, that PSG had pace on them. So at that point, City should have just been controlling the ball and the pace, and they didn't do that. They were trying to come at them, and they got smoked, man. They put Dembele on, and Dembele made a fantastic run. And that pause he did to get that first goal, excellent awareness. And the second goal is Gundogan was there, and no, I wasn't going because Kovacic was still on then. And they looked rough there, and then Gundogan was on for the third one where he looked lost, like he didn't know where he was supposed to be, and he just give a guy the free header. And I actually didn't see, because I was at a doctor's appointment, I didn't see the fourth goal, but I mean, I'm sure it was ugly too. But I know Bernardo.
I mean, it was just you were pushed way up the field, break the other way, numerical advantage, and they get it right.
Yeah, I mean, but they had plenty of chances that they missed earlier. So I mean, this is probably a goal from earlier. So I mean, I'm gonna give PSG their credit. I mean, if we're being honest, based on City's form, the result is exactly what it should have been. I'm not mad at it. I'm glad now. Minus, I know I said it in the chat. I'm like, but at least City is scoring now, because before in that form they weren't scoring goals.
Right.
And so now they're at least scoring goals, and that's a positive. I did the Champions League math, and basically all they have to do is win, and they carry on because everybody that's above them play each other. So,
for real?
Yeah. So, for example, PSG plays, I think they play Stuttgart, but they
play right there, yeah.
And so they're both in the same spot. So if it's a draw, City will eliminate one of them, because as long as City wins, they realistically go through. So, I mean, because they'll be on 11. And so, PSG plays Stuttgart. And so PSG and Stuttgart are both on now
they're on 10. They're on 10
They're both
points.
on 10. If they draw, that's 1 each. If City wins, they're
Sporting
on 11.
play Bologna. Well, Bologna are eliminated.
Right.
That's who Sporting play.
So the PSG game, but also and City play Club Brugge.
That you're playing Bruges? Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, they control their destiny. They win the game.
Benfica are playing Juventus.
Right. And the thing is, at the top of the table, it matters, because this is about
that's good for you.
Right. So all of the games, as long as City wins, they go through. Like realistically, as long as they win, they go through. Because even like I was looking at Liverpool's game, and I was like, well, Liverpool might sit this one out. If they lose that game, Barcelona will overtake them because Barcelona has 15 to 13 on goal difference. So Liverpool.
But is Barca gonna take? Well, they're playing Atalanta. That's a game.
Right, but Liverpool have to win because Barcelona's only lost one game. They're 3 points behind, and they have a net 2 over them in goal difference. So Liverpool actually have to win their game. They can't, and so they can't draw. They have to win it because I mean we don't know how this sets up at all. So you probably want the top seed, like you want to be one. So they wouldn't give that. So Barcelona's going to play their team. Like almost every team is going to play their team because through 13 through 8 are all on 13 points. So that is the last spot for the skip the playoff. So everyone through there is going to play their team. So like literally every game, minus the people at the bottom, everyone's playing their real team. And I guess this was the purpose of doing the league. Yeah. But everybody has to play everybody. Like
we don't.
Even in your position, because the thing about it is you don't, but then you could realistically drop all the way to
but Girona have nothing to play for. They're eliminated.
Right, but I agree, but I mean they could be spoilers because if you do lose and everyone below you wins, you drop to 5th. That doesn't do anything.
And right now we don't really know.
Right, what's next? Right,
what's next?
And I think that matters because realistically, if I'm in the top part of the draw, based on my math, the first 8 are going to get the lowest ones. So I want to be as high in that 8 as possible because 9 through 24 is freaking good. So I don't want to draw somebody good next.
And you're going to.
Well, I mean, but you don't want to like.
No, I'm just saying you're going to because it's like Villa, Monaco, Lille, Brest, Dortmund, Munich, Madrid, Juventus, Celtic, PSV. Like
right, and so you want to be as high
you're getting somebody. We're getting somebody. Round of 16.
But realistically, you want to be high as possible because the lower you are, the more likely you're drawing one of them.
It's coming.
And so you're like, well, I mean, if they're being tactical about it, because like what? 3 through
Arsenal are catching Bayern Munich. I'm telling you, we are flipping Bayern Munich magnet in the Champions League, dude.
And then they're gonna start playing.
And then they're gonna decide to show up. Exactly. Yeah.
And then they'll decide to show up. Exactly.
Harry Kane in the locker room. We do not lose to these boys.
We do not lose to. Yeah. Exactly.
But it's crazy. So I mean, like, while it's a lot of games and stuff, I give them credit for actually keeping interest in it until the literally last fixture, because they're next week, right? If I'm not mistaken,
it's next week. Yeah,
they're next week, so they have to play them, which means the league games this weekend are going to be even more high stakes because now you're like, well, how do I sort of leverage these league games because I have to play my actual starting 11 in the Champions League games. And I mean, I don't know where Europa is. Like Chelsea doesn't have to worry about
Chelsea that. Doesn't have to do anything.
They're going to send, their U12 and they'll play whatever game it is.
They don't even have a midweek game. They didn't have a midweek game this week. They don't have a midweek game next week.
No, we have our team for that.
You bums. You don't even have a game. The Conference League isn't even playing.
Are they not? I thought they were. So when do they play?
Not according to ESPN's fixture list.
Hold on, man. Now I got to
which I'm looking at right now.
I'm confused.
When's the next Conference League game, dude?
February, man. February 13th.
Not till late, yeah.
Good grief! You have another 2.5 weeks.
Wait a minute. They have another 2.5 weeks for the league. Like
what's going to be
everything. Everything, bro. We dropped out of FA, bro. Yeah, we're not in anything, bro. The only thing we're in is energy drink special, FA.
Or no, the FA Cup. You're in the FA Cup and the Conference League. It's not even listed in the ESPN list.
Dude, the Conference League's next game is February 13th, man.
That is ridiculous.
But that's still the group on the league stage, and they still have 2 games.
That's awesome.
What?
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on. I don't know how awesome that is, because if we're going to February, I mean, your February comes, you have the FA Cup, and then you have the Conference League that same time, and then you play Villa, and yeah, man, you got a couple of games in there. I don't know how during that period you're going to have back-to-back games when everyone else is off, and then you play Brighton back-to-back.
It's fine. They owe us some losses. It's all good.
Yeah, whatever.
It's great, but whatever. Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy with City signing a new number 10. The Egyptian prince, as I guess they're calling him now. I'm good with that. What's the money line? Hold up, let me look at it.
He's saying the Chelsea money line versus City. He's talking about versus City.
No, I know.
I wouldn't.
Look at it.
Mr. Alfredo, I would not bet the Chelsea money line. Both teams to score is a better bet in the Chelsea City game.
Yeah. Yes.
Both teams to score is the bet you want to go with.
Like the last 4 City Chelsea games have been insane.
I would.
Neither team are defending well at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, both teams to score is the easiest bet in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
the one. That's what I'm going to be. That's where my money is.
You can possibly make.
That's definitely where my money is on Sunday.
Go with the over.
100%.
The over. Yeah, absolutely. No, I haven't. I skipped a couple of match weeks, a couple of predictions videos. I've been super busy this week, so I haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, the over. The over is a good bet. Definitely a good bet, Alfredo, for sure. I've been pretty busy, so I haven't been able to get those out for the Champions League or for this weekend, but we'll try to get back at those as soon as I can. But yeah, man, it was a crazy week. It was a crazy week in Champions League. I didn't do so hot on Tuesday. Did great on Wednesday. Did great today in the Europa League as well. But Barcelona saved me. Barca saved me.
Wow.
I had them on the money line, and I gave up on that. I abandoned that bet. I turned the games off. I was watching other games because I'm like, there's no way.
That game was insane.
Because Barca was first when I first looked at it, like 20 minutes in, I'm like, Barca are 2-0 down. What's going on? And then so I looked at it a little bit later. I'm like, okay, Barca are 3-1 down. What the hell is going on? And then I had completely abandoned the game, and you started texting me at the end of it, Lewis. I was like,
crazy.
What in the world?
Some suspect calls in there. Some
real suspect calls. But hey, little brown envelopes, Barcelona. I'm just saying.
Lever.
The 97th lever. Yeah, man. Jeez. I mean, what else can Benfica do? You can't do much more. You scored 4 goals against Barcelona. I don't know what else you can do there.
Like the 5th one was insane too, man. Like the whole thing.
Dude, Rafinha, I'm not sure Rafinha is getting enough love.
Well, no, he is. Because, I mean, he's been getting shouts for like Ballon d'Or, like rising up there, man.
Dude, he's been killing it this season. He's been killing it this season for sure. You know who's not been killing it? What is Bayern Munich doing? What are they doing? 3 losses in the Champions League. That's crazy. 3 losses in Champions League. Mm-hmm. Now, the game against Villa, they were just outplayed. Like Villa just wanted it more that day, and John Durant came up with an absolute worldie. But to lose 3-0 to Feyenoord, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, man.
Your man Vince, your boy Vince is like, I mean, do you think he's under fire when something like this goes down?
No, because they're going to advance. And I mean, they're fine in the league. So I'm
where are they at in the Champions League table? Let me look at this.
They are in the Champions League. They're like 13th, but they could move up to the playoff spot. Like they can move up to like the bye or whatever it is if they win and everybody else around lose. This is why that last fixture, everybody has to play, man. Like everybody has to play because they're on 12, and the eighth spot is on 13.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Look at this. 15 is Munich, 16 is Madrid, 17 is Juventus.
Insanity. Everybody's playing the next week.
That's nuts.
Everybody.
It's gonna be a great week, bro.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun.
Unless there's two bottom feeders playing each other.
Are there?
Yeah, there are. Young Boys are playing Zavedza. So, I don't think anybody is going to show up for that one.
Wait a minute. Red Star are not out yet.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, they are. There they are right there. I was trying to find them. Yeah, they got 3 points. They're not doing – yeah, that's not good.
And Young Boys have 0. So,
yeah, you're right. I think the cutoff is at Shakhtar. The cutoff's at Shakhtar. Shakhtar can still make it on some craziness. Bologna are eliminated.
No, they can't because the goal differential, they're on -6 and Stuttgart on 10, who's going to play somebody, and PSG is going to play somebody. The one
PSG is playing Stuttgart.
Yeah, but the thing is, even with the goal difference, Shakhtar is at -6. They would have to beat whoever they play 8-0.
Yeah, hold on. Let's look. It's Dortmund. It's Dortmund. There's no chance.
That says 8-0, man.
It's Dortmund. They're not beating Dortmund 8-0.
No, they have to win 8-0 whoever they play.
That means that only 2 other teams are getting eliminated.
Right, because only Sitio and Zagreb are the only 2 teams with the chance to advance. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. And Zagreb plays Milan and AC Milan, and City plays Brugge.
Zagreb are terrible, dude.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to get cracked.
Dynamo Zagreb, you play Bruges. You play Bruges, Lewis.
Yeah.
You're going to win that. You should win that game.
As long as they win, they should advance.
Yeah, Zagreb are not good, man. They're not good. I did have an eye on that game. I was watching City and Paris for the most part. But I obviously had an eye on the Arsenal game as well. Of course, it was on the TV. Zagreb are they're not a good side, man.
But the crazy part is if City advances, and you notice I'm speaking hypotheticals because I don't know, they realistically could be 24th or as high as 19th. But if they're 24th, they're going to probably play the 9th place team, which currently is Villa.
I was going to say, is it going to be like that, do you think?
Yeah, no.
24 plays 9, 10 plays 23, 11 plays 22, like the basketball tournament?
Actually, no. It has the draw here. Well, it looks like the draw. So it says 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess the seeds play under each other.
There's no way 9 plays 10.
Well, it makes sense because 4 seeding places, then not the 9-10 winner will play the bottom of play 8. So that makes sense. Because then the team who's 23-24 is going to play the top team. So that makes sense. That does make total sense.
Okay, so if you scrape in,
we play the bottom team
and play. Say you make 22nd and you play 23rd.
Right.
Then you have to play Liverpool if you win.
Well, but it's 23. So 23-24 will play. So that's where if City was 24 and say PSG drops and they're 23, they will play each other again. And then the winner would play Liverpool.
That would be nuts. There's your prize for winning the Champions League table. Oh, you won 8 games. You won 8 straight. All games in Champions League. You know who you get to play next? Man City.
Dude, but currently, if the table stays where it is with Madrid and Bayern, they would play each other in the playoff.
Punished.
And then whoever, and then I would have to play the winner, and then Arsenal, the 3rd place team, is gonna have to play the winner. What the hell?
Yes,
exactly.
Yes. I'm here for it. Yes,
of course you're here for it, Mr. Conference League.
Yes, here for it.
Hold on. Well, now I was hating on the thing, but this is turning out to be very interesting now.
No, I wanted Benfica in the round of 16.
No, you're not getting that, man. But
I wanted to play flipping Lille in the round of 16.
But now that solidifies my point that you have to play your team because you don't want to drop lower.
No, you don't want to finish 4th.
No,
because if you finish 4th, you're playing Bayern Munich.
Yes,
they've pretty
much, dude.
Yeah,
you're catching an AC Milan or a Dortmund. You're gonna have to flip it. You're gonna have to flip and play Juventus.
Yeah,
You
dude.
finish 5th place. You're playing against Juventus.
I'm okay.
They haven't lost a game in Serie A this season.
I'm okay.
They're undefeated. Granted, they have 13 draws. But still.
But dude, this is crazy, man. Like I haven't actually looked, but I
That's
guess now I hope the players know this.
Oh, y'all did it.
Yeah, we have to go to Spain too. Like Liverpool struggled in Girona. They only got a 1-0 win. We have to go there next week after Molineux. We go to Molineux this weekend to play at Wolves. But the way we play, like nothing's easy for Arsenal these days, unless you're Zagreb.
But here's the crazy thing. So say PSG beats who are they playing? Stuttgart. If City jumps them and City becomes 24th, Paris would stay around the same thing. So the number 2 seed would play Paris probably. So it would be Barcelona versus Paris in the next round, City versus Liverpool in the next round. Dude, insanity. Absolute insanity.
That's what they wanted.
So what you're saying is if you get to the semifinal, you're probably facing Brest or somebody.
Yes.
You make the semifinal, you're going to be up against flipping Celtic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
That's insane, man.
You're going to be playing flipping Feyenoord in the semifinal, dude. Yep. And after the way they're moving, dude, 3-0 on Munich, three goal comeback against City. I mean, hey.
Yep.
Except they lost to Willem II last week in Holland. Like,
yeah, these seedings don't help you.
Rest games, bro. Rest games.
Arsenal will play.
That's a Chelsea move if ever there was one.
19th or 20th team.
Facts.
Yeah. No, we are. Yeah, we're gonna play PSV or Dortmund or Juventus.
Yep,
maybe Benfica.
Because they have the bracket there for the round of 16. So I'm on FootMob and it shows. This is I wouldn't want any of this, man.
It's not good.
I wouldn't want any of this.
It's not good at all.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
It's not good. I want a rematch with Monaco. That's what I want. I want to see Monaco. Because they're not good either.
Hey man, you gotta pick what you can get, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Monaco were really good last season, and that's what vaulted them into the Champions League. They are not as good this season. It's not been great for them in France. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with any of the French teams. Because we can beat Paris. We've shown we can beat Paris.
Yeah, you can beat Paris. You can beat Paris. Paris is not good like that.
Paris are not, So I think
on City now. This is absolutely an indictment on City not being good, but Paris is not good like that.
Well, yeah, City, yeah. We have yet to, yes, City are somewhat resurgent. Like you said, they're scoring goals, but they're still leaking goals.
They can't defend worth anything, man.
What's weird is it's another lead that they've let slip.
Yeah.
It's like the fourth one in a row.
It's a clear, mentality is fragile.
You texted at the minute
they can't hold the ball. I wanted to mention this because I thought this was something I wanted to get you guys' take on it. I actually believe City's form right now, because most of the team came back, a lot of them are healthy, and these goals that these leads being dropped really, really solidified that one, Rodri played 2 positions because he played 6 and 8. But it also solidifies that he really did deserve the Ballon d'Or because him being gone literally decimated the team. Like you can't make a better case for him to be a legitimate Ballon d'Or winner because when Vinny was out, Madrid was fine. City is missing because think about it, the back line is generally the same. Mm-hmm. The striking front forwards are basically the same, but there's nobody to hold the ball. Because Rodri, and Jake, you said it time and time again from last season, Rodri does everything. He breaks up play, but he also pushes forward. He literally just solidified he's the most important player on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which then solidifies that he should have won the Ballon d'Or.
I 100% agree, and I sympathize 110%. We've lost, it's hard to lose a player that is – problem is you have both your center mids are – generational talents, right?
What if Conte went down? What if N'Golo Conte would have gone down in the middle of that season?
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've sympathized 110% because
and France wouldn't have won the World Cup that year either.
When you have an engine that is the heart of your whole team in and of it, like when you have an engine and the heart of that, the fuel for it is gone, decimated, it's missing. You can't have somebody else play that type of football, or you can't have somebody else play and fill those positions just by knowing where to be. Like there's a mental side to that. You have to know your placement, know the team you're playing, know the guy's tendencies, and those guys are hard to replace. And when you see them missing, it is Swiss cheese. It makes your team look like Swiss cheese, because those guys. And again, if you have a teammate like that and you have somebody who can just run the whole game, you depend on that so much. So your play style, your tendencies, your mental mentality going into 50-50 balls or open space or filling the gap is based on him being there. I know I can take this chance because Rodri's going to be there. I know I can cheat this passing line because Conte's going to be there. Yeah. Like I 110% agree, and I do think it solidifies it just based on form, but it's hard to fill that role. And it's a little bit on Pep. I've been making fun of Pep, just like everybody else. It's hard. You go so high, you fly so high, you fly too close to the sun, you have to dip down a little bit, rebuild.
For sure.
But, it's a little bit on Pep too. Like he should, you have to, as a manager, when you lose that, you need to, he's a little bit like Arteta in that sense where he's a little stubborn.
Well, I agree, but then I come back with this too. Based on what you said, and it kind of shows what you're talking about, Chelsea has experienced this as well. Thank you, Lauren. But what's funny is, in the same scenario, so like, for example, when Conte got hurt and then he wasn't there anymore, you saw Chelsea was a different team. You still are trying to replace that.
Oh, yeah.
Like you spent $200 million on two players who can't replace that. And so realistically,
neither of them, they both do half the job. That's why we spend so much money.
Right.
We got Caicedo to fill the space and Enzo to try to make a pass. But
it's a great point, because it's the same thing with City. So Pep tried to try Kovacic and Nunez together could not make Rodri. Kovacic and Phillips together could not make Rodri.
So now you
say there's nowhere in the market.
Positions filled, right?
But there's nowhere in the market to go. So I kind of get it, because I see City fans saying, "Well, you bought defenders and yada yada now, but you don't replace it," because, like you said, X, he's a generational player. Like there's no player out there that you could buy, because if a team had that player, they're not selling them. So who's gonna come and if Pep can see it, the second Pep goes after a holding midfielder that can play the 8 as well, every team is going in there. Bidding war goes through the roof. So you're spending $150 million on a holding midfielder who's gonna score 3 goals a season for you. You know what I'm saying? And then you get criticized for spending $200 million in a window. So realistically, if we're being logical and not emotional, he could never replace him anyways. And that's why Rodri, because I know there was news that Rodri traveled with the team there because he thought he could be there and Aura would be enough. But Jake, I think you mentioned this last time we talked. And I think you said something to this effect as well. Like Aura is connected to a player. It's the Michael Jordan Aura. It's the Kobe Aura. Them being on the sideline is not them being on the field.
Right.
Like
me being in the locker room is not enough.
Yep. So and you notice it when that player steps on the field.
Yeah,
notice it, and then if that player gets subbed in, and you watch the body language and the mentality and the gas that gets put in some of the players in order to try a little bit hard. Like there are players who walk onto the field and just immediately they change the game in the sense that the mentality behind that entire team shifts.
It's the way old defenders talk about some of the best forwards that we know. Henry steps on the field and people are scared. Eden Hazard comes on the field and people are like,
yeah.
And we had 60 minutes without this guy.
Yeah, now it's going.
Right.
And then, but actually proved it, because like De Bruyne did that last year when he came in. City was Rodri was holding the ship. He was doing both roles. De Bruyne came in, aura. and they just carried him through. But De Bruyne doesn't have that aura anymore. Not that he doesn't have it, but like he needs the other person. Because if we think about De Bruyne's success, which we're not going to like down what he's done, but De Bruyne had Fernandinho and Yaya Toure behind him the whole time. He's been there. He's always had a solid 6 to protect him, so he could do whatever he does. They don't have a 6 now. So he can't do his thing because I don't know if you watch City game the way I do, but De Bruyne in the first half, he's mediocre in the first half. His first balls are bad. He's hitting players. His corners are bad. He's only good in the second half when that guy is tired and he's able to kind of get some of those ghosted runs. And so until they get a solid 6 that's there to crunch, and like they say like Bruno Guimaraes would do it, which I think he could, but Newcastle will want 150 for him. Easy.
Yeah. Newcastle, man, they want 150 for everybody. Isak's 150 as well.
But if we look at their midfield, like Newcastle's midfield is solid, man. I'm not selling anybody from there.
I wouldn't either. Absolutely not. Tonali has actually dropped into the 6, allowing Guimaraes to be a little bit farther forward and Joe Linton to roam. I don't like them. I don't like it. They're too good. They're too good. I don't like it at all.
They're good.
Yeah, there's no way. Even though Bournemouth beat them 4-1, there's no way Arsenal are going that. Yeah, I still have no hope on that we're going to go there and be able to do anything against that. But where does this leave us? Where does this leave us going into I believe it's Saturday. It's the late kickoff on Saturday at the Etihad. Chelsea will be bringing most of the fans, as we know.
Yep, it's plastic together. If Chelsea fans are plastic, City fans are plastic.
Yeah,
all that oil money, all that oil, brother.
All that oil money, baby.
All that oil money.
Part 2, the second Cashco in a week.
The Cashco, nice, nice, yeah. So, it's probably going to be pretty much the same teams. I mean, Chelsea have had time to rest. James didn't stub his toe, did he? He's still available.
He's still, and he might start like full
He's good
night.
to go.
Yeah,
he should.
I know.
Take it. I mean, you got to take advantage of James when he's healthy. He's got like a 5-game window, 5 to 6 game window.
Yep.
That he's going to be around for, and he's normally does really good. He saved your bacon last time, or was that 2 games ago?
No, 2 games ago. Cucurella got lucky enough to save our bacon this game.
He did.
Are we going to need another bacon saver, or
I would love another bacon saver.
Now, mind you, Marmouche is probably going to play this game too.
Is he going to be there in time?
Yeah, he did. They announced him today. His physical and everything is done. He's playing. He's playing Saturday. He probably won't start, but he's playing Saturday.
I'm not sure where he played for Frankfurt. Was it left or right? I know he's wing.
He said he played most. Because in his interview he said he prefers to play the 10, but he plays on the right most. So he
will be up against James.
So likely I'm assuming it'll be him and De Bruyne together at some point. Foden will be out on a wing. Bernardo looked like absolute gutter trash, so he will start for sure with Kovacic. And I don't know about the back line.
So maybe not. So, well, it depends on what do you think, X? Is James going to be on the right, Cuckoo on the left?
Yes.
So it'll be Cuckoo versus Marmouche if he does get put out wide.
Oh, you're not displacing Reece James. Yeah, Cuckoo has to slide.
Well, that's what it was last game, right? Or did I get that mixed up?
No, that's
against Wolves.
Yeah, that's what we've done is we've moved Cucurella to slide. But yeah, dude, I don't like him that far forward. But I don't understand. This is. I don't know, man.
There's gonna be space in this game, man. There's gonna be space.
I would rather see. I'd rather see Gusto, but that's just me.
I mean, did I hear right? Did I hear right in the commentary? They said that he was like poor. Gusto was pretty bad, and so he got benched for the Wolves game.
Yes.
I thought Cuckoo had a good game, so yeah, you might be right. He might not be in this one again.
No, he won't be in this one.
I think it'll be an interesting one. I don't know the outcome. I don't bet on my own team.
I think it's gonna be a shootout, bro. Like 3-4, 3-3, 3-2 at min, 3-2. Might be we might see another Chelsea City
with that 4-4, right? 4-4 from last year.
Cole Palmer, man. Yo. Cole Palmer, little chip on his shoulder back at the Etihad.
Oh, Cole Palmer. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan. I don't, bro. Y'all have to give my dude some credit.
Oh, dude, he's a killer, bro.
Yeah, that touch. It's the first touch of the ball he takes, the control that he possesses. It does not matter where he's at or how the ball is coming to him. It is that first touch that just like I've always stood behind that. The redirect or the ability to take in and position yourself knowingly off of the first touch without having to ground the ball and then that half second you can gain on somebody is so important, and he just does it with such finesse, bro.
Oh, I've always
you should have seen that. You should have seen the first touch from the Rangers forward today. If you want to talk about a first touch, dude, they spent 90 minutes trying to get through United, and then Route 1, Harry Maguire gets a little bit of a shove on Harry Maguire, and dude, he spins around this way, right? So my back's to goal, right? And the ball is coming, and so I've pushed Harry Maguire, and the ball comes over my shoulder like this. He spun a 180, catches the ball on his foot as he's spinning, pulls it this way, and one with his left foot, all in one fluid mode. Dude, you got to check that out. Dude.
Catch it and land with.
Dude, it was sick. It was a sick goal, man. Cole Palmer would be proud, as you say.
I mean, it's just funny to see somebody sit down a Premier League keeper too, like it's a Sunday League game.
Oh, that goal was awesome. That goal was great. Cole he seems to have the casualness of Reece James. But like he still looks like, but he has like the drive and the heart to want to be the guy. So he's always putting it out there. Reece James Reece James just looks like he's lazy. He just looks like he's lost because he's like, look, I'm that good. I can get there. I can make the pass. I'm going to step up and score the 90th minute free kick. Duh. So I don't have to run around crazy.
Right.
Maybe Cole Palmer hasn't gotten to that level of I'm the man yet.
Of narcissism yet. Now, Reece is really, really cool, dude. He's just, everything about him's just nonchalant. Like, even his interviews, his pep talks, it's just, yeah, man, let's go out there and.
Just the king of cool, man. He's just too cool for school, dude.
Cool for school, bro.
I could see Reece coming out the ground in a huge, leopard mink coat with a big hat and like a cane, looking like a pimp.
I can believe it. I mean, his sister is like the energy of the of the two. So
dude. Speaking of Cup Chasers derbies, Arsenal play Chelsea women at the top of the league this weekend as well. It's a Cup Chasers weekend, man.
I'm with it.
Apparently, Chelsea women are supposed to smash us, but I think y'all are winning the league at the moment.
It's the top of the league clash. I mean,
our women's.
Yeah.
Our women's team isn't. Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. I think, like I say, it's going to be open. I expect Holland to be mixing it up. I really needed him to get on the score sheet the other day, and he came through for me. That was good. He came through for me. I think he's definitely. I haven't seen as many of the kind of him looking really frustrated.
But he's going back to the ball.
As much recently.
Better. His hold up play has been better. He seems engaged. I mean, not a 115-month contract. That was great. A lot of things for you, man.
Did you realize that that Man City were just on the height of troll, and they made his contract 115 months?
Can't beat it, man. It's 650.
That's what the interview was about, like the video that I saw, where they were like, "Hey, is that?"
No, Holland's contract is legitimately 115 months long. That's the height of trolling.
It is. It really
You've got a month for each charge. And he's only making like 480 grand a week or something like that.
No, 650.
There you go. Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Just 650 a week.
Play in the league.
Just a
That's
cool
it.
650.
Man.
Nice.
No, I think that's brilliant from Man City. I think it's a brilliant piece of business from Man City because in 4 years or 3 years or whenever it is, when Madrid finally comes knocking, you're going to make them pay through the nose. I think it was a brilliant bit of business.
They got Chelsea. Chelsea got the 14-year-long contracts. So 9.5. Let's go.
Yeah, y'all have like 3 or 4 players on long contracts.
7-year contracts with extension clauses, bro.
I think it's for the same reason. Is like when people come to when big teams come to try and splash the money, now they have to pay big top dollar.
Oh yeah, and you know Madrid. You already know Bars. You already know, bro. We're a farm for Madrid. We love that game. We already know where Cole's going. We already know.
Yeah.
You already know. And we sabotaged them once, and they still came back and did business with us. We're like,
you set up Hamburglar.
Yeah, dude, we sold the Hamburglar for 110, and he only scored like 4 goals. And got fat.
No. Oh my goodness gracious.
Courtois, same thing, bro. He was like, oh, I'm just going to go out and...
Courtois was good for them, though. Courtois had some good spells for Madrid.
He was good.
Was not the long-term solution they thought he was.
No.
Rudiger, though, I would give a kidney.
Yeah, Rudy's been doing it, man.
You could have him back now.
Bro, I'd love to have Rudy.
He would be your best defender if you brought him back right now.
By far. By far. I mean, I'm still mad about the whole situation why he left, but like, bro, I would kill to get Rudy back.
Dude, y'all the way y'all treat players, I have to say, is a disgrace. What you did to Trevor Chalobah just to bring him back.
Great bit of business.
No, you don't treat your employees like that. That's disgusting.
No. And he's an academy product. Like it's not. That's the difference.
What makes it worse is he loves you.
Oh, that's
he
the problem.
adores the club, and you spit in his face.
Every academy project, we're like, oh, we coddle the little lamb, and then we just slaughter it.
Exactly.
Oh, Connor, you love the club. You'll do whatever we say. You want to go out on loan to Palace and then come back slaughtered. Trevor,
bye.
Oh, no, Trevor, we can't afford you on the wage bill. Sorry, bud. You're going to go play. Go have a half season. Go get.
Mason. You want a big contract? Nope. Bye.
Mason was the lamb. No, Connor is now the lamb. But Mason was the lamb to slaughter as well. Oh, we know what we're going to do.
No, see, Mount just moved into your plant project.
Mount was plant, yeah.
Mount moved into the plant project and went to United and poisoned United for you.
It's all the players that go out of country I know really love us. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Like, that's not in the plant project. It's either
he's not in the plant project. The Sterlings and Havertz of this world.
You either
we
in
know,
the know.
We know what they're on.
You are either in the know at the club or you are going to get sold out of country and you're going to go play a really good game. Tamori, awesome defender. Connor doing great in Spain. Bro,
you know what? I figured it out. I finally figured it out why Antonio Conte couldn't make it at Spurs.
Yep.
Plant.
Yep.
Jose Mourinho?
Plant. He tried to bring down 2 of them.
Just trying to take it.
Oh, he was like, I hate Tottenham and I hate
Oh, my God, man. Yeah, but how confident are you, X? I feel like City might have the edge here.
Nah, bro. It's gonna be 4-3 Chels all day.
4 Palmer goals.
Palmer with a double, 1 PK. Calling it.
Yeah, a couple of Nico Jackson misses.
Oh, you already know that's gonna happen. Yeah, wait, what's the over on that one? That's one I'll take.
Yeah.
Jackson misses.
Don't bet Nico Jackson shots on target.
No.
You have to take the strategy that I take with Kai Havertz. Nearly every Arsenal game, I take Kai Havertz to get shots because he never gets subbed off. We don't have anyone.
Yep.
We don't have anyone, so he's never going to get subbed off. So he always has 90 plus to get the 2+ shots in. It's a lock. Not shots on target.
Easy $5.
Not shots on target because he doesn't hit the target.
No.
He can't smell the target.
Unless he's offsides.
If it's offsides, it's going to be a worldie. It's going to be a messy finish. If he's offsides, Ronaldo couldn't hit the ball better.
Nope. Not one bit. Every time, bro. Every time. As soon as you see the worldie come from him, you're like, oh, offsides flag. No, it's there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's the best goal I've ever seen Kai Havertz score. He's got to be offsides.
Got to be offsides.
Yeah.
Or you wear the Germany kit. One of the two.
Yeah, but so you're going 4-3. What do you think, Lewis? Got a score?
I think it'll be a draw. I'm going 3-3. I think Marmoush scores. I think Marmoush will come on as a sub and he'll score. I think Haaland will get a goal. I think Palmer will score as well.
Foden scored like 6 and 7 or something, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he scored
5 and 7, something like that.
Yeah, I think Foden's been informed too. I think Foden will probably get on the sheet. Yeah, I think it'll be 3-3. I mean, I would love to pick a City win, but they can't defend, man. They just can't defend, and so I'm living in the real world. I think they score. They now can score enough goals, but I don't think they can stop goals anymore.
I think it's interesting
unless they play one of the new defenders.
They might offense too, bro. So it's not like.
Well, it's really interesting because neither of you can hold a lead.
No,
that's why I got to draw.
So it doesn't matter who scores first
at all.
2-0 up, 3-0 up doesn't matter for City. 2-0 up doesn't matter for Chelsea, Fulham. So this could be a fun game, man.
It has the making of a lunchtime classic. I mean, for our lunchtime, not theirs. This is
not their lunchtime.
Sunday night football classic for them.
Yeah, the lights will be on. It'll be dark. It'll be dark for this game.
Yeah.
Hell, it's almost dark by the end of the 10 o'clock window.
That's true.
But we're over the hump in the winter. Days are getting a wee bit longer.
I noticed that. I've seen it.
Just a wee bit.
Hey, did it snow where you guys are? Did it snow there? I know it snowed where you are, Jake.
It snowed last weekend. Or no, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it snowed last weekend a bunch, and then it didn't snow at all.
Oh, it snowed
2 weekends ago. So like 10 days ago, 11 days ago, it snowed a bunch. We got
hit by that one too. Yeah.
And then
I know it's been a lot of snow in the south, so I wasn't sure because I saw they
for example, there's a part of my yard that never gets sunlight. Just because of where it is, because of the trees on one side and my house on the other side. Next to the driveway, there's still snow. It's still there from 2 weeks ago because it just never gets snow. But yeah, it was bad. We had to shovel the driveway. It was bad. Or not bad, but it was deep.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. No, I'm with you, man.
Yeah,
they would have had to
Tuesday.
They would pull out the orange ball for sure. We would have had to pull out the orange ball for sure.
That should be fun. I'm now curious about the weather. I kind of want a snow game. Let's see what it is in Manchester this weekend, right?
Oh,
I think Germany is famous for snow games.
Because I haven't seen I
haven't seen a snow game in the Prem in a while.
Man.
You know what you should have done? You should have watched some Europa League today. Malmo were at home. Bodo Glimt was at home. Norway, Sweden. Let me peep something right quick. Let me see if Bodo Glimt had a little snow today. Because when Arsenal went there in the Europa League, there was snow. And I remember it was hilarious. The stadium is so small that it's probably Havertz whipped the shot, and no, there's no snow. And he missed the goal so bad that there was like a person standing up in the in the back of the stands, right? And and he had just come out the door of like the hospitality suite or whatever, and it caught him full in the face.
Oh,
It was hysterical. Oh man, yeah. I don't know why that stuck in my head. I think we lost that game too, or we drew, because it was like -4 in Norway. Crazy, man.
Well, that's when the ball hurts. Like if you get hit by the ball,
you went to Astana. Chelsea went to Astana, and Pedro Neto had to sit on the bench looking like a abominable snowman covered up in giant jacket, looking like an Eskimo. Yeah, man. There's some cold ones going on right now.
Yeah,
I think it'd be great to see some snow for Man City and Chelsea.
Even though the weather says it's supposed to be actually a sunny day there, a very nice day on the game day, and then rain around it.
Speaking of rain around it, are Arsenal going to sign anybody?
No.
Or is it just going to keep raining?
The funny thing is, I saw there was rumors for Osimhen, and then they completely disappeared the next day.
They have to get the rumor mill going just to appease us, just to make us think that something's going to happen, just to make us think that the more delusional of the Arsenal fan base, which, yes, I'm delusional, but I'm not that delusional, can take it and run with it. That's why there's been so many links to Sesko. But every time they ask his agent at Leipzig games in Germany, he's like, what? No. We've not had contact with anyone. There's been nothing, no talks, nothing. He's not going anywhere in January. Every time they ask the agent, yeah, he's not going anywhere. Meanwhile, the rumor mill is flying. Advanced talks. Oh, he's close to a deal. No, he's not. No, he's not, man. Cunha close to a deal. Just, I read an article today. Oh, his body language was not great against Chelsea. The coach called him out. He hasn't signed the new deal. He's not coming to Arsenal. He ain't coming. Dude, we're not signing anybody. I don't think we're going to sign anybody. I still don't get it.
It's getting short.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's getting tight.
I'm baffled.
What still gets me is the crying broke. Like, I just don't get the broke thing that they talk about, like they don't have money. I don't.
At the beginning of January, Ornstein wrote an article about how we're nowhere close to PSR. We're nowhere near. We got money to spend. Dude, we made a profit in the summer window.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, man.
We made a profit.
We broke even.
That means there's money. Yeah, and you know what? You're signing players. You just signed another 18-year-old Wunderbar kid from Wonder Kid from Brazil. Because that's what you do. Yeah. Just signing Wonder Kids left and right.
Oh, you're Brazilian? Hey, you want $100
You're Brazilian? You're 18 years old? Chelsea will buy you. Perfect.
Your cleats? Oh, bro.
Yeah, that's even better. We don't have to give you cleats. Yeah, man. I don't see us doing anything. We got the internal solution thing going on. It's not like William Saliba just went down injured, and we had to play Kivior in the last game. Who didn't do bad? He wasn't bad, but it's like Sterling. We know what Sterling is. We know he's only going to give you so much. Kivior's level is only so high. When he has a good game, you're pleasantly surprised that he hasn't made a fatal error. He tried to. He did. He gave the ball away really high up the pitch, and Zagreb had like their only chance of the whole game. He does that. But I knew that was coming at least once. It's like Sterling. He's going to get the ball, he's going to run, and he's going to give it away. There might be like a left jink and a right jink. He might cut it, might do a cut. He might spin one dude. But it's not 3 years of evidence at Chelsea. Like, it's not gonna, nothing else is happening. And so that's what, even against Zagreb, who were not good, this 3-0 scoreline is very, very flattering. We did not have to be awesome at all. We scored in the second minute. If ever there was a style of play or a team that needed to score first, it's this Arsenal team right now. We scored in the second minute against Zagreb. It was a good goal, too. Martinelli beats his man, chips it over. Havertz with a nice touch. Rice bangs it home. Great goal. But then, like, that suits Arteta so much because now we can rack up 1,000 passes. That must be the goal. Guys, at least 500 passes every game. That's got to be like he's trying to hit that every game. You know?
Yeah. You know, it's crazy to think. It's crazy to think that there are code. Like, bro, that's real. It's real.
Yeah, we don't have that luxury. Back 9 points, you know, and apparently we're going to be facing Real Madrid round of 16 of the Champions League.
That's kind of always been. I feel like that's always been kind of your play style since, like, for the longest time is let's pass it into the net.
Well, yeah, Wenger was pass it into the goal. Of course.
100%.
You know, I feel like Arteta wants to be Pep. He wants to be Wenger. He wants to be that good, but he skipped the part of getting there. You know, you skip that part. It's like at some point you have to accept what you are. It's like I've been shouting at Man. I even said that to you last season, X. You have to accept where you are as a team, and now Arsenal fans and as a team, and I wish I could say that Arteta would do it, but you know how I feel about his arrogance. We just have to accept that here in the here and now, maybe what's going to get us over the line now that we're like halfway through the season is just throw everything at it. Just throw the kitchen sink at it, man. Damn the torpedoes. Because going into every game, we have Wolves at Molineux. We should win.
You should.
But I'm not like, yeah, we're going to smoke them 4-0. I've been betting the under in Arsenal games. And it's been a lock. I've literally been betting under 3.5 in every Arsenal game because we don't give teams chances and we do not score. We miss chances. Dude, we had another 17 opportunities in this game. We had another game where we hit 20 chances, 17-ish chances. We had 4 on goal. It's a lock, dude, that we're going to miss a host of chances. 17 shot attempts, 4 on goal. 63% possession. Under 4 goals is a lock for Arsenal every game. Because we're going to miss a host of chances. I'm used to that. I expect that now. That is horrible. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And the thing is that you have pressure from both sides because if you win, you're 4 points back. I mean, obviously they have a game in hand on pool, but you have to win because if Forest wins, they're on the same number of points as you, but just
they got a tough game. Forest are at Bournemouth. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, but they've stepped up to every challenge they've had so far, man.
Well, we all play at the same time too. All 3 of us are playing at the same time. But Liverpool are hosting Ipswich, so that's 3 points.
3 points. Unless Liam Delap does a solid for everybody.
It's at Anfield.
I mean, all I'm looking at is a draw.
If Liverpool are going to have to keep. Liverpool are going to have to keep on stumbling. And I think Ipswich are a good side for 60 minutes.
Yep.
You know, they looked really good at home versus Brighton until about the 65th, and they kind of faded. You know, and then Brighton brought on a couple of fresh subs. I think Matoma came off the bench, you know, and it was just, they just faded. Same with City. They gave City a run for a minute, and then the quality showed in the end.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what happened in the Chelsea game. I don't know.
So my friend texted me during that game, and he said, I think I've said this before because he makes fun of me for it all the time. When we lose, he's like, "Oh, they must be poor." Because Chelsea just doesn't. He's like, he'll text me, he'll be like, "Hey, Ipswich must be poor," or he'll be like the Wolves game. He was like, "Wolves don't have much money, do they?" And I'm like, "Bro,
no."
That was when they tied it up, and I was like, "I'm going to kick you in the knee." But it's true. Like, we just don't show up.
No, my favorite conspiracy theory about Chelsea is that for some reason, you guys make every other opposing goalkeeper look like prime check.
Yeah, man. Because
for some reason, goalkeepers are just like, you know what? We're playing Chelsea. I'm about to do backflips today.
I'm about to get a bag. They need a goalkeeper. Oh, I'm about to show them.
That's what it is.
That's
people
what it is.
Trying to audition because they know Sanchez is trash. They're like, hey, I'm better than him.
I'm better than him. I don't drop a ball on a bro. I don't want to talk about it. I threw my phone. Like, I don't. You
want to talk about goalkeeping errors? Calling it back to the Rangers. Rangers versus United today. Homie punched the ball into his own net. Even the commentator was like, he goes, I think he's just punched the ball into his own net. He didn't even realize, like, wait, what did I just see? It was Jack Butland, too.
Oh.
It was Jack Butland. Yeah. And then the next thing the guy said in the commentary was, Jack Butland, who played for Manchester United for a season and didn't get a single appearance at Old Trafford. Just dump on him right after he's made a horrendous error. You know, hopefully we don't see any of those horrendous errors for Arsenal at Molineux, but I don't think Saliba's going to be in this one again. So it'll be Kivior again. And as much as we try to shut teams down, I'm not confident of a shutout. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, going into these games, it's like, it's going to be boring. I'm expecting a really boring game. I don't expect us to, like, 2-1 is like my most optimistic. Maybe 3-1, maybe 2-1. I'm thinking it's 2-1 because we don't go over 4 goals in games. We don't really, you know. In like the last 10 games, we've hit the under 3.5 like 7 times or 7 or 8 times or something like that.
I think a 3-1, 3-2, something like that. Arsenal win though.
We should, man, but I don't know. We need an early goal. If we get an early goal, I feel like we'll be comfortable enough. And in this game, I think we won't just immediately drop off. The Ipswich game, we immediately dropped off because we just never expected them to be able to score ever. You know, the Brighton game, I think, was a mistake. It was a mistake to not keep the energy up. The Villa game, I thought we had energy that whole time, but it was that one we just kind of switched off and they 1-2 punched us, you know. I don't really necessarily think that we took our foot off the gas, but our second goal and their first were so close together that it was kind of hard to judge that. But we have a tendency to do that, and if we do that against Wolves with a 1-goal lead, we're asking for trouble.
Yeah, they're coming back, man.
That's asking for trouble. There's goals in that team, and it's a different kind of forward than most teams. It's going to be like playing against Holland because Stren Larsen is a giant.
Yeah.
The homie is humongous.
True.
Obviously, I'm not saying he's Holland, but he's going to throw his body around and throw his weight around, you know, in the same kind of type of game that Holland likes to play, you know. Yep. And he's like a true, their strategy with him is like straight up knockdown, straight up play through him, play off of him. He's not the main goal scoring threat in the Wolves team. They like to get Geddes around him and Cunha obviously around him. Sarabia will probably start. I expect Hwang Hee-chan to start as well. So they get in and around him instead of trying to feed him. Like Haaland, you feed the beast, right?
Right.
But they kind of play off of him and they play fast. So when they're on it, it can be difficult. Chelsea didn't make it easy. Chelsea did not make it easy against them on Monday, and I don't think we're going to have it easy either. But yeah, hopefully we don't get more injuries beforehand. Like I never know going in to the game who's not injured, who's got a knock, who stubbed their toe, who's going to be sick, who's playing right back. Like what's going on? Like
in my life.
Yeah, dude, we gave a debut to some random. You're used to seeing randoms coming off the Chelsea bench. You had no clue who this guy is. But for the first time in a long time, there was a dude that I've heard of him. I'd never actually seen him with my eyes come on the field for Arsenal to play forward. He took Havertz's place actually.
And you've never seen
his name is like Badiah, like Obadiah, like something like that. I can't remember. His number is like 67 or something. He's one of those.
Yeah.
And he came on for like 3 minutes. I don't know anything about him, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's how, we're bringing on Kieran Tierney to play left forward. Like Thomas Partey subbed on as the right back. Like buy somebody in the window, buy me in the window, for real. Like just a body, I'll come in and play for 4 minutes. Like, come on, man. I'm doing as much as Sterling.
Are you?
Does he have a goal or an assist in this? Nope. Not in the league. He doesn't. I'm doing as much as he is in the league.
I got nothing, man.
I'm doing as much as Mikel Merino is in the league. I guarantee you I could do as much as he can. Because the guy, Art, sign me up, man. I'll play for free. I'll show you what playing for the badge really means. I'll go out there and give you 7 minutes of good heart, and then my hammy's gonna go.
Yep, I'll give
you 10 minutes of busting my ass, and then I'm gonna go puke on the sideline.
But it'll be a wealthy puke.
Oh yes.
Oh
Much
my
deserved.
God, man!
God forbid my man actually scores a goal. Holy
dude!
cow.
If I got onto the field for Arsenal and scored a goal, I'd lose my mind.
Yeah.
I would lose my mind.
That would be a moment.
Dude, if it was like against Spurs or something, I would totally pull a Cantona. Or no, it was a Van Nistelrooy where he runs up to the defender, gets in his face, and goes.
Oh, you're definitely getting kicked out of that.
Didn't get punched in the face.
If not a red card, immediately.
Just go up to Ange. Just go right up to Big Ange.
Oh, dude.
And I can see it. I believe you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just as X. I've known to do some ridiculous things on the field. I once scored a goal and did the dead fish celebration from FIFA.
Yes.
Public service announcement.
That was epic, though.
I full sent it too. Full send.
Yeah, full send.
Public service announcement. Ouch.
It hurts.
It hurts. I went like sideways, full send, dead fish on my shoulder.
Yep.
And it wasn't fun.
I think you tensed up before you hit the ground. I don't know. You have to go full limp, like drag.
No, I didn't tense up at all.
No, you did.
Dead fish, bro. Straight up.
No, you did.
Full on limp biscuit stylee.
That was a good game.
It was a great game, dude.
It was a great
It was a
game.
great game, man. I was so happy to do the dead fish. Because normally when I score, it would be like a rush of adrenaline. And I would just like forget to like celebrate. Like one time I remember when I was playing for my high school, I wasn't playing for my high school, but I was in high school. And I was playing club ball, but I was against some of the guys. Or no, hold on. I got that backwards. I was playing for my high school against some of the guys who I played club ball with. They were at a different high school, and I didn't like them very much at all, And so it was kind of like UX with the Casey and them,
Yeah.
And so we get a free kick, and I run in like behind the wall, and the free kick is terrible, right? But it goes past the wall, and like the goal is here, and I'm kind of like running at an angle, kind of like towards the front post, kind of like past the front post almost, and I have to twist my body, and I kind of whiffed, right? I kind of whiffed at it, but I got a little bit of a, it was like a Darwin Nunez shot. I got like a little bit on it, right? And it did just enough to go past the goalkeeper. Just enough to score, right? There's nobody there, right? This is it's like a 9 o'clock in the morning. There's no one in the stands. There's like 4 people around.
Yeah.
I turn around and put my arm in the air and just sprint down the field. Just sprinted down the field. I'm just sprinting off into nothing. There's nobody over there. I'm just
living it up.
Oh man, I mean that's what it meant to score versus like some dudes that I didn't like in a high school game in a tournament. I can't imagine, dude. You always had the daydream of scoring for USA in a World Cup or whatever. I'll lose my mind, bro. You know how many yellow cards I would get for ripping my shirt off?
I would get ejected, bro.
Oh yeah. I'd be throwing my shirt at people.
Yeah.
It's midway through the game. I'm throwing my shirt into the crowd. I need a new jersey.
100%.
Just trying to play with no shirt on.
Oh yeah, man. I thought this was skins versus shirts.
Gotta get a team.
My goodness. But yeah, man, I'm hopeful that Arsenal can pull it out as we rein it back in here. Yeah, we do have to win every game. I think pressure's on for sure. I'm afraid I'm going to see Partey at right back at any moment, or Havertz in the middle. Who knows, man? I keep delusionally thinking that I'm going to wake up in the morning and there's going to be a signing.
Bro, no.
But no, it's not going to happen. But yeah, I think at Arsenal 2-1, 3-1 is probably about right. But Bournemouth hosting Nottingham Forest. Intriguing matchup. Bournemouth are strong at home, man. But it's going to be interesting because Forest are going to let them have the ball. Bournemouth are more comfortable with the sit and counter, which is what Forest will do to them. So it's going to be very, very interesting, that one. I might have to 3-screen it so I can have an eye on the Liverpool as well.
Yeah, man.
I like watching them this season.
Yeah, man. Liverpool, dude. I don't have anything against Liverpool, man. They're fun to watch. Yeah, I got some hatred for City, and obviously I hate your guts, but I don't have anything against Liverpool, man. They're fun. They're a fun team to watch. It's like watching Tottenham. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun because there's gonna be goals. And now I have the added watching Liverpool hoping they lose. So, and normally I have money on Liverpool to win, or like Salah to score, or some sort of positive. Normally I've got bets on Pool to have offensive production, right? And so it's working out nicely. If they win, I make money. If they draw or lose, it's good for Arsenal. So it's a win-win for me.
All the way around.
So I don't mind watching Liverpool this season. I expect them to smash it. I don't know if they're going to smash Ipswich. Ipswich do play good, for a while.
I think they will.
But I think they'll definitely win. Yeah, they'll definitely win. Another game, obviously I have my eye on all of them trying to find where the value is. Newcastle are going to smash Southampton. That's not even worth mentioning. But the Brighton-Everton game is actually another one that I have my eye on because Everton have been far more open in just the 2 games, the Villa game and the Tottenham game, than they have all season long. Way more open. I bet the under in the Tottenham-Everton game because I was like, there's no way. Everton's struggling to score, and they're defending really well. So I expected almost a 1-0, a 0-0. I'm not doing that again, at least not now. Not versus Brighton, especially. I'm not betting the under in that game. I'm not going to bet the over either because I'm not confident, but they're way more open, and Brighton are going to be open as well. So that's going to be that actually might be a good game. Might be way better than you would have expect from Sean Dyche. Which coming from Moyes is not. I didn't expect it to be that big of a change, but that's going to be a fun game. I actually expect that to be a fun game.
It's the bounce.
I mean, maybe he's still bouncing. Maybe still on the way up. But yeah, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I might bet both teams to score in that game. Don't be surprised if Everton win that.
I wouldn't be. I mean, I think they've been fighting the relegation thing for so long. I think they're just so used to that, having that fight, that's just what they do,
Yeah, that one win versus Spurs was massive. And they have that game in hand. They're 4 points off the drop after.
But the game in hand is Liverpool, man.
At home. Liverpool at home. Last Merseyside derby at Goodison. I'm delusional.
Did they schedule that game?
No, but I expect it to be in the Champions League break.
Makes sense.
Where the Champions League is going on for 9 through 24, that playoff.
Right.
Yeah. I expect they'll make it up then. But yeah, like I said, delusional. So maybe they'll be able to do something for me on that one. But yeah, they're definitely a bit of a turnaround, especially from what they were doing. But I think there was a couple of games on Sunday that were pretty good as well. Take a quick look here before we wrap it up.
Villa West Ham, I don't know how good that'll be, but
No, that's going to be decent as well because Potter's still bouncing. I know how excited. I know how excited X is to have Harry's uncle back in the league.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you.
As long as he's not in Chelsea blue, right?
Bro, let him sink somebody else's ship.
Right. Hey, you're right. You're right, though, Lewis. Crystal Palace and Brentford should be a good game.
That's going to be a game, man.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I bet you he opted in to Operation Plant. That's the only thing I think. Like, oh, you want a job? Operation Plant.
The thing about it is, does West Ham need a plant, though?
Everyone needs a plant. Jake.
Does West Ham need somebody to pull them down? They do that.
They got money. They got everyone who has money gets a plant. Like, I don't care.
If you're in London and you have money, plant. When are you sending somebody? I'm sure you have somebody at Brentford already. I'm sure one of your academy guys. There's
who do you think sold out Tony? Like,
oh no!
Those are Roman's books, my guy. Like, come on.
Oh, so you're saying that Roman was Tony's bookie?
Yes.
Got him.
Yep. He scored one too many goals against us, buddy. Guess what happens?
Yep. Well, leaked. Bye. Now you're in Saudi. So I'm sure he doesn't.
Interestingly enough, the Fulham United game is going to be interesting just because United are in a spiral, man.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for them. That's going to be really tough for them. And
that one, man.
Rangers are not good this season. We were talking about it before. Rangers are not doing good. They were flirting with firing their manager not 2 weeks ago. They lost to Aberdeen. Like it's not great. But they managed to beat Celtic 2-0 in one of their worst. I don't get it. Celtic have like 17 wins this season and 1 loss to Rangers. But Rangers they're battling for second. They're like not even like it's not great. And they pushed United. That's why I'm bringing them up. It's because they pushed United to the brink today. And they needed a Jack Butland absolute horror show, for the first goal. And they scored a worldie. So I agree with you. I think Fulham will beat United.
I think they will too.
At home. How long does Amram have? I mean, he called him out. Worst United team.
Apparently, he said they suck. So I mean, at that point,
I heard he broke a TV in the locker room.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give him credit because he's not doing the Ten Hag of we are whatever the hell Ten Hag was saying. Like he was like he's like, hey, we suck.
We're the worst ever. He literally said we're the worst ever.
I mean, is he lying?
Speaking of goats, Anthony is gone to Betis. If that's a good bit of business, but also great bits of business. Chelsea in for Garnacho.
I'll take it.
For real?
Yeah.
For real? That was not the answer I was expecting. Really? You'll take Garnacho?
He's not a bad player.
Not a bad player. He's not a bad player.
I think they have too many attacking players, so I don't know what that's going to do for them. But
you already know.
Well, the problem with Garnacho at United is that he's the pure winger of the 4-3-3 era, and Amorim doesn't play with that kind of a winger in his system. His wingbacks provide width. Garnacho is a hug the line kind of winger, which is what Chelsea plays. So the system will suit him, but you got Neto and Madueke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the playing time,
and Sancho and
yeah, I don't know.
Does he start over any of them? Maybe Mud Dog because he's on a drug ban.
Drug ban.
He's not coming back, so you can just go ahead and tell him go.
So Garnacho is the Mud Dog replacement.
Yeah,
makes sense. But Garnacho is a better player than him.
Yeah,
sure, I guess.
Technically, yes. Speed
easily, man. He's definitely a better player than him.
I'll give you that.
Madrid, come on, man. He's not.
Yeah, I mean the bicycle kick alone. The bike alone from last season.
Yeah.
You gotta give him a little bit of respect at least.
But he's more than a speed merchant. He can.
I'm just a hater. You know me. I'm just a hater. But yeah, it's going to be a good weekend for sure. I'm excited about it. Definitely going to be some good stuff. And then it's Champions League. Again. Right back at it. Again, last day of the Champions League. I know, X, you're enjoying the champs not being in it, just getting to sit back.
Unbiased, just absolutely eating it up. Yeah, dude.
No stress at all.
There's still a little bias to some of these games because, I will actively root against a team.
Of course. You don't want to see me win the Champions League.
No, God, no.
Especially in a year you're not in it. When you don't have any influence over.
No say.
Because if I ever win the Champions League, we're going to be insufferable.
Oh,
the internet's going to explode.
But
the rest of the Arsenal fans, yes. I think you'll bask in it.
I'll let you have your
moment.
Them. Yes.
Yeah, I'll be over the moon. That's for sure.
Oh,
but I'm you know me, I'm level-headed. If I won the Champions League this season, or say I won the Premier League this season, I'm not gonna just start talking shit to Lewis oh yeah, look what because it's okay, yeah, we won it once, but what about the last 7, 8, 9 years?
And we sucked this year. It took us sucking for you to win it.
Hey, we've been saying that for 3 seasons. We've been saying that for 4 seasons. As soon as Pep drops off, we got something here. And then look. Oh man. Yeah, I've had to just like I said, X, United needed to accept who they were. Chelsea needed to accept who they were last season. I've accepted who we are, and so yes, I'm still gonna scream at the referee. Yes, I'm still going to have rushes of blood, but when you don't really, truly believe it, when that believe is just not there.
Not there. Yeah, it's a different feeling.
You know, that's why it was weird when we beat Spurs, and I was like, yay. But nothing's changed, so I felt weird about it because I was like, it's still the same. And I'm happy about this, but this happiness doesn't cover up what's still going on, you know. Right. So if we blast Wolves, it's just, and it's the same. It's still the same. Like, that's why I'm so weird. I'm in such a weird place with it. Even if we beat Wolves,
yeah,
we're going to turn around. Oh, we beat Wolves 3-0. Blanked them, smashed them. Oh, what did Liverpool do? 4-0. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel it's just going to be. You know, but hey, maybe Delap will do me a favor. Maybe they'll do me a favor and we'll continue to.
I know the league is rooting for Liam.
Oh, he won't be there next season.
Draw. Just get a draw, man.
Delap won't be there next season.
No, I won't.
Whether or not they get relegated, survive, doesn't matter. Somebody, I think he'd fit Chelsea well. I think he would.
I mean, it depends on how City goes because City has that buyback in there. So
see. Does he? Oh, well, I mean, does Delap want to be second fiddle?
To Holland?
Yeah, to anyone.
I mean,
how big's that bag?
Does he? Well, I guess the question is, does he want to win?
How big's that bag?
That's the. You know, as much as I would love to say I'm a purist.
Not with the money they're throwing at these boys now.
There, bro.
Not with the money they're throwing at these boys now.
Yeah, not when Kai Havertz is making $275 a week, like
every Friday for nothing.
Just to whiff in the box.
And then you win games, man. Like, I mean, I want to win.
Yeah. No, I get it. Like, no, for me, if I'm Delap, sign me up, dude. I would love to sign for City. I get wanting to play and be a part, be the main guy or whatever, but also hundreds of thousands of dollars a week.
But then you're going to
winners medals, trophies.
Because like they're always in multiple competitions. You'll play. You won't play.
Yeah, you'll get in. Sure, why not? It's like Scott Carson.
Right. He has the greatest life ever.
For real.
Ever.
For real, dude. You don't got to do anything. You're ridiculously decorated. Got all kinds of winners medals.
What's crazy about Carson is when Ortega got hurt and Ederson was hurt, he was on the bench and did not warm up or even take his jacket off. He just sat there. He was like, I'm not even playing, man.
Yeah,
they were like, is Ortega going to come out? Carson didn't move.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the life for sure. Absolutely, dude. I would have no problem with that. No problem. I saw a stat the other day, or was it today or yesterday, that some about Ortega, or not Ortega, but Carson was in the Champions League winning side that beat. It was like 20 years ago. He was in the side that beat somebody.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on, let me find. I remember seeing that as well too.
He beat Inzaghi. He beat both Inzaghi brothers, is what he said. So he was obviously on the bench when you beat Inter, and got that medal. But then, like 20 years ago or something, he was on a team. He was in the Liverpool side that beat AC Milan. He was in the Liverpool side that beat AC Milan that year that Steven Gerrard won the Champions League.
04-05. Yeah, I just pulled it up. Yep. Yes, because he has 2 Champions Leagues.
Yep. How crazy is that, dude? How crazy is that? What a life, man. What a life. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's crazy. He's in his 20th, I guess 21st season, 20th season.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. When you don't play that much, just you can be honest. You can get a contract forever. He's still fresh, man. He's still young. He's still fresh. Good to go.
I don't even like. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Good to go. Absolutely good to go. Well, let's get the likes up on the video for old Scotty Carson with all them trophies, all that time, all those long years of love and life on the bench. Let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course. Thanks for being here. Let us know what you think about the upcoming weekend's action in the comments below. Crunk is out, and so are we.